Namaste, witchlings. Hello. Oh, hello. Glasses. Yeah, never mind. Fixing the hair first. How is everyone? It's Tuesday. Had to think. I have no idea what day of the week it is. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey shit. Time has no meaning these days, especially because um, it's summer, so time has even less meaning. Life goes on, Ow. As I jab myself in the ear with the bow of my glasses. And there's a ginormous fingerprint in the middle of my lens. Isn't it adorable? And it's a shorty. Wish I could remember where I got it. I suspect it was one of last summer's Shein purchases. Because I fell into that trap last year, not realizing just how crappy they are. Got some really adorable stuff. Was it last summer? Last summer or the year before? Year before. I was getting ready to do a boudoir shoot and needed some cheap stuff to wear for that, and found Shein and the other one. What's the other one? Can't remember it off the top of my head. And so I was going through there looking for stuff to wear for that and some other, just cute stuff, cheap, because we be broke around here. And found this and a couple of other things that I really liked. So I picked them up. And this happens to be one that I really like. And it's, fairly appropriate. The other one, not so much for on camera. It is a pink lame tube top, much more Pride appropriate. Actually, I might wear it to Pride this year. But yeah, it is currently. Why am I looking at my watch? It is 80 degrees inside, or no, yeah, inside, and 74 degrees outside, apparently. Let me check and confirm that. Yep, 74 degrees outside. Whew, that does not seem right. But that's what it says. Wow, I thought it was warmer today. Yeah, it is 80 degrees in my office right now. So the less clothes I wear, the better. I am wearing full length pants today, though. But they are yoga pants. Why am I looking over there? I'm so brain dead. It has been an incredibly freaking stressful morning already. It started out with chaos at 8 o'clock this morning, has not improved. And we're just going to leave it at that. Notes need to be scrolled. It is the 25th. To my knowledge, 90 degrees. Yet another reason I can't do the East Coast. I don't know why it gets warmer out there, but it does. I'm glad it's low 70s. And I am so very much not looking forward to the coming weeks because it is only, late June. So it is not even the heat of summer yet, and it's already in the mid 70s. But it is also a La Nina year, which generally means a slightly cooler year. I have done California. I have actually done Southern California. I have done San Diego. I would go back to San Diego, maybe. Actually, come to think of it, probably not these days because I lived in San Diego in my 20s. I was a fuck ton healthier in my 20s, and my body was a fuck ton more tolerant of the heat in my 20s. Hell, at 17, 18, take it back, at 18, um, I would roam around San Diego in a full length leather trench coat, not trench coat, duster. There's a difference. Either in a duster or in an oilskin duster in the middle of summer. So, you know, not all there all the time. That I'd be a little kooky. I grabbed my notes before I did what I needed to do. See, brain not there today. Let's get started. Oh, Stockton, Sacramento, no. Sacramento is NorCal, right? If memory serves, yeah, Northern California. Um, damn it, Vanna, you're supposed to be in here right now. Um, Vanna's in Northern Central. Why am I not? Yeah, see, my brain. Um, and it's warmish. I think she said it was like in the 90s at the fair that they were at this weekend. Um, and that was why they were needing to get the kittens into the air conditioning ASAP. So yeah, it's hellacious. But global warming isn't a thing. Never mind the fact that, my hometown in Oregon, okay, not my hometown, the town I grew up in Oregon, okay? I used to sit in the living room and watch the Weather Channel religiously during the summer and just watch the temperature and beg for it to hit 78 degrees because my incubator wouldn't let me go to the city pool until the temperature was 78 degrees. I don't know why, but that was her thing. It had to be at least 78 degrees to go to the swimming pool. And that was, it had to be late July into August before I could go to the pool. And now, here I am. I'm looking at I have a temperature thing on my frame that I got for Mother's Day, and it is currently 74 at the end of June. Global warming isn't a thing. So, here we go. Calendar. I'm not having a good day. Candle for the day. What was my thing for today? I had a thing for today. Brain went poof. Happy Pride, y'all. There was something, and it's just not coming back. Moving on. All right, we're putting this stuff on. I'm tired. I am stressed. Life is freaking chaotic and just, you know, but oh, sad news this morning. I just lost her name. I know the actress. Where'd I set my phone? Star of the Notebook. I know her name, but for the life of me, it's not coming. There it goes again. I can see her face. The note. Gina Rowlands. In a Life Imitates Art. Gina Rowlands, who is a fabulous actress. She was the lead actress in The Notebook, playing a character who had dementia, has been dealing with Alzheimer's for the last 5 years. Um, like I said, in a life imitates art sort of fashion, right? She said in interviews around the time she did The Notebook, which by the way her son directed, that due to her mother having had Alzheimer's, had her son not been directing it, she would not have survived the movie, would not have done it. And now she has it, which, by the way, is not surprising because her mother had it. It has a strong genetic link. I personally am terrified. Um, I found out not long before my own incubator died that her mother had Alzheimer's. This was kept from me for years. And just before my incubator died, she was showing signs of dementia. And I brought this up to my brother because, I panicked. I don't want to lose what's left of my mind. I'm already losing it, but. And he looked at me and said, "No, don't worry. It was her blood sugar. It was her diabetes. It was not dementia. You're fine." And then I love my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law is dealing with dementia. And, my husband has long COVID. And I'm going, uh, is long COVID going to cause him to develop dementia faster? You. So let's get started. 10 of Pentacles reversed is our first card for today. It's horrifying. Oh my gosh. I draw my cards and I glance at them to find out what they are so that I can do my notes, but I do not really look at them. This card is adorable. Look at all the black kitties. I want that many black kitties. Buzzbot wouldn't let me have that many black kitties, but I want that many black kitties. So, 10 of Pentacles reversed. Having it all looks very different to everyone. Does your idea of having it all keep changing? You may find yourself achieving your once ultimate goals, only to end up feeling like you have to keep moving the post forward, even if you don't want to. This is your sign to stop and just be. Next, the I love the artwork. The King of Wands reversed. Shine your inner candlelight bright enough for others to follow. This is the kind of person who is their own worst enemy. There are so many challenges they cannot overcome because they want so badly to do it all on their own. Then they need to be willing to ask for help. Nicely. Let me confirm that that was the entirety of that one because I have a feeling. King of Wands. That's the Knight of Wands. If they want to get anything done, then they need to be willing to ask for help. Nicely. I had a feeling. Oh, it was. Okay. See, one of those days. And then our final card is the Eight of Cups reversed. If your life feels stale, explore some new scenery. Dude, that is hilarious. Okay. Moon water is a thing. The way you make moon water is you take water, you put it in a closable container. Actually, this is a vial of moon water. The container it is in is actually a tart rainforest of the sea serum dropper bottle, but it is actually moon water. There's a reason I'm bringing this up. If you look, do you see the water bottles next to her? I'll read the card and then I'll explain. If your life feels stale, explore some new scenery. You're not happy where you are, and you may be trying everything you can to make it fulfill you the way it used to. Some things cannot be faked or fixed. If it doesn't get any better, know that it's okay to go. At least you gave it one last shot, right? Okay. The bottles, I'm thinking somebody made moon water the same way I did. So my kiddo's birthday, all three of my kiddos have summer birthdays. The youngest has a late summer birthday. I mean, literally the end of August. So last year, his friends decided to throw him a birthday party up at the lake. And they took some bottled water with them. Mind you, it was triple digit heat for his birthday last year. Um, Bottles of water in the sun at the lake. By the end of the day, that water was not drinkable. So, what did mom do? The full moon, I took those undrinkable bottles of water. Don't even think I took the labels off of them, just took the bottles, set them out on my circle. I'll read it to you in a minute. Set the bottles out on the offering trays in my circle and charged them in the full moon. Dude, bottled water becomes moon water. I was lazy AF. Okay, so our first two cards were the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Having it all looks totally different to everyone. Does your idea of having it all keep changing? You may find yourself achieving your once ultimate goals, only to end up feeling like you have to keep moving the post forward, even if you really don't want to. This is your sign to just be. Then we had the King of Wands reversed. Shine your inner candlelight bright enough for others to follow. This is the kind of person who is their own worst fucking enemy. There are so many challenges they cannot overcome because they want so badly to do it all on their own. If they want to get anything done, then they need to be willing to ask for help. Nice. And then we had the Eight of Cups, which you said you saw. Now, our Oracle card. We have, and I really like this one, primarily because the Tower tarot card is my favorite. But this is actually the opposite of the tarot. We have the Tower Oracle, unplug and relax for a spell. To me, I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she very much resembles Jessamine Stanley. It's time you took a step back and spent some quality time with your one true best friend, yourself. Look up some yoga videos on YouTube, try out guided meditation, read a book from a genre that you might not normally read. Take a morning stroll around your neighborhood and discover places that you have never been before. When we take the time needed to recharge, we are paying the greatest respect to ourselves. And if we don't respect ourselves, who will? I just dropped the cards. Thankfully, they didn't make a huge mess. It's just the way my day is going. Give me a moment. Where'd the book go? I shall pop those away. Now, today's rune. Yes. We have Awas. The divinity is Ul. Ul. Letter is Y, as in you. Not you, but the yew tree. The symbol is the yew tree, the tree of life and death. Shockingly. The element are four of the five: earth, air, fire, and water. We just don't have spirit. The tree is if. Interesting. I would have thought it would be the yew. The plant is the mandrake. The stones are topaz, crystal, and fossil wood. The color is magenta, and the animal is the snake, which is the symbol of death and the awakening of consciousness. Have fun. Please don't get eaten. Took isn't in here to eat me today. Neither is, the furry overlord. Awas is the rune of Yggdrasil, the center and most sacred tree to the Nordic peoples. Like the Irminsul to the Saxons, Yggdrasil stood as the axis mundi to the people of the north, the spiritual and divine center of the earth. It's a symbol of strength, stability, trust, and dependability. Like the spine in our bodies, Awas is the spine of our spirit, a network of energy that can be accessed and harnessed. Awas is a rune of endurance, defense, and protection. It aids us in the conquering of fear and doubt by serving as a center point for our spirit to find solace in. It serves as a symbolic representation of the realms of existence, all in balance and all connected. The center represents the individual, and the arms are the connections into the higher and lower realms of existence. Awas shows the transformation of situations, the end of one cycle, and the beginning of another. From one age into the next, time circles around us, and patterns are repeated eternally in a constant flux of chaos and order. Forces we cannot see are constantly at war, influencing everything and nothing at the same time. Awas is the spectrum in which these forces navigate and congregate, the bridge realm connecting all realms. When looking to make crucial changes in any aspect of life, Awas will help you guide you. I added a word. When looking to make crucial changes in any aspect of life, Awas will help guide you there and ultimately lead you to a place of balance. It shows us that chaos is not the ruler of all, but half the puzzle of our existence, needing to be balanced in alchemical union with order. Shocking. This union can be forged and cultivated by action, meditation, and power of will. Meditate with Awas when things feel out of control or overwhelming. Use it to pinpoint the origin of your strife, and pair with runes like Lagus and Algis to bring serenity, clarity, and strength to you. A regrowth from the passing of the old situation into the form of the new situation. It is a rune that acts as a magical protector and facilitator. All rites of passage, particularly those marking the transition into adulthood, contain the symbolism of death, the idea being that one's former quote unquote self has died, given birth to a new persona. Leave the past behind and let yourself be reborn into the bright new future. In relationships, IWAS can mean some annoying but not critical difficulties in relationships. These minor issues can be resolved with decisiveness, intuition, and reasonable actions. However, at first glance, it may seem that the problem is a big deal, but even if so, don't worry too much about it. The rune predicts that today's apparent defeat will surely turn out to be a personal triumph. In case of compatibility matters, this rune convincingly indicates that the partner suits you very well, and even if you have to go through a rough period with them, it will be worth it. In work, it predicts success, which might require a sacrifice. It can be related to financial losses, health problems, or even something else. However, it will not be, oh, yep, however, it will not be decisive and will not have any serious consequences. Moreover, it can also be beneficial for you under certain circumstances. It suggests that your current problems will be resolved in your favor, and you will certainly get what you deserve. That sounds ominous. Our key takeaways are strength, reliability, dependability, trustworthiness, enlightenment, and endurance. Defense, protection, the driving force to acquire, providing motivation and a sense of purpose. Indicates that you have set your sights on a reasonable target and you can achieve those goals. An honest person who can be relied on. Change, initiation, confrontation of your fears, a turning point, death, transformation. Okay. Now, today is a number 7 day. It is an ideal day for intellectual and spiritual development. If you're struggling with a problem, you've been, oh, if you've been struggling with a problem you've been unable to solve for a while, today is the day to dedicate yourself to it. If you have an exam today, if you got a big test coming up today, which considering it's the end of June, out, it's going to go easier than usual. The energy of number 7 is mystical, offering a definitely new perspective. Um, be careful not to burden yourself with overanalyzing to make it easier to get through an already difficult day. This day isn't good for communication and making contact, so you're better off staying alone or spending the day in nature. Go for a hike or hang out on the beach. Find a way to have fun and relax. See, like I said, go to the beach, go for a hike. Today's goddess. Oh, whoops. Goddesses. Today's goddess is Spider Woman. Universal connection. She is um this one's an interesting one. Normally a Native American goddess. Um I'm going to say this and I have a feeling I'm wrong, which is odd with me and Native American stuff. I want to say most of the time, Native American, I hate saying deities because that doesn't feel right, but Native American deities tend to be tribal. Um, but this particular deity, other than Loki, anyway, this particular deity is Southwestern Native American, um, such as the Hopi. I can never pronounce that one right. Navajo. Um, those are two of them that she is aligned with. So Spider Woman. Her mythology is especially sacred to southwestern Native American tribes such as the Hopi and Navajo. Spider Woman is a creation goddess who spun a web that created the directions north, west, south, and east. Yes. As she wove her web, she created all living things on Earth, including the mountains, waters, and deserts, thus connecting the different regions. In this new world, she had two daughters, Utset and now Utset, who made the sun, moon, and stars to light the way. Spider Woman also created all the people on Earth by molding them out of different colored clays. While she is called Spider Woman, her real name is uttered only during sacred ceremonies. Also known as Spider Grandmother, Spider Woman is additionally a thought goddess, and anything she visualized came into creation. She holds the threads that connect the mortal world with the divine. Call on Spider Woman while meditating to access your crown chakra to tap into her thread that connects you to the universe. She will provide you with the universal energy you need to manifest your goals. Spider Woman is connecting you to all the vital threads in the universe. Send to yourself. That doesn't sound right. I swear I attempted to proofread and I must have skipped words again. Brain not braining. Center yourself and tap into those connections within and above you. Remember that we are all connected through this universal energy. You are woven into this incredible fabric. Namaste. One thing at a time. Ooh, we're back to practicing mindfulness. The world is now a multitasker's dream. Is that not the truth? Today, everyone has to manage scattered thoughts, ideas, and movements. Most are not multitaskers, though. This is true too. Even a renowned multitasker will have difficulty grounding themselves in the moment. Next time you tackle your never ending to do list, focus on one thing. Do one task at a time and see how this allows you to be immersed in the task and the moment. When you can rid yourself of all the other obligations while focusing on what you are doing, the task at hand will allow you to recover and rest. And it also allows you to, while you're focused fully on the task you're doing, you're less likely to make mistakes. Saying self compassion, special delivery. Why am I seeing a stork? Bring to mind someone who has enormous wells of compassion. Imagine them sending love to you right now. Are they saying anything? And what is the expression on their face? Yeah. Boom. Okay. Now we have our moment of Zen. And as I plop these where they belong, I love this book. I really do. It's one of the best things I ever picked up. Hmm. I want to confirm that the person that this quote comes from is who I think they are. Yep, he is. Okay, I'm reading this one, and then I'll explain why. The thing about meditation is you become more and more you. David Lynch. The reason I chose that one is because it's David Lynch. And David Lynch is a director. And one of the shows that he is most well known for directing is Twin Peaks. And that is why I chose that quote. Because, well, I live in Twin Peaks. The show was filmed in my hometown here. And when they did the reboot, oh God,